Okay, Joni, did your team get better this week in the bye, and how did they get better?
We worked really hard Tuesday and Wednesday. We were off yesterday. I think what is really encouraging is just the fresh eyes they have when they come in. They want to get better. They're hungry to learn. We spent a ton of time in the gym over the last 2 days working on things individually for certain players and working on us as a team, being tougher, being more physical, offensively, movement, understanding, concept. Same thing defensively.
And looking at the matchup, is Texas maybe compared to some of the other teams? It will look like you look at the numbers, maybe a little more inside, or you might a little more size, a little more power than some of these other teams you played.
Well, I mean, they're good at every position. I think what you see when you watch Texas, you're going to see two traditional post players, like, and you don't see that as often as you used to. Like, whereas there's two that are on the block that just wear you down. They're really good, obviously at every position on the floor. But yes, they're physical, they're strong, they're going to fight you for every catch, they're going to pick you up 94 feet. And then they've got great ability to get it into their post players and take up space in the paint. So I would say that's the biggest difference is they are traditional.
And how do you match up that inside? Is Lauren going to be 100%?
She's day to day.
Day to day
Yeah,
play.
she's day to day.
And
Yeah.
then with or without her, how does that match up?
We've got to not have dead feet. We've got to keep moving our feet. We've got to pressure the basketball and make it a tough entry pass. And then we just can't be stagnant defensively. We got to have a moving target so that they can't just post up and take up space on us.
With this rivalry and having so many new players, I'm curious if it's something where you kind of introduce it to them, or do you just let it come naturally? I know you have quite a few players from Texas as well.
We do. I mean, obviously, it's something. I mean, it's something that is talked about, and not above it being the next game on our schedule and it being important. But yes, we want to make sure they have a very good understanding of the tradition that's there, the rivalry that's there, and what they're walking into. We would be doing them a disservice if we didn't do that.
So I guess how do you make the rivalry big but not too big? You talk about playing. They're also number two.
Yeah.
You always talk about playing the big deal. So how do you make it big but not that big?
Yeah, well, I mean, them being number two is just like Vanderbilt being five and coming back after that, and LSU being whatever they're going to be next week. And I mean, that's just this league. So we don't really talk about that piece of it. I think is understanding like the legacy that gives us an opportunity when you talk about the rivalry to talk about the legacy and our former players and what they did and what it used to be and just how important it is for so many people to play this game. But for us, the next important thing to do is to take the right step for this basketball team in terms of getting better.
And playing somebody after two tough losses. I mean, I know you can't pick how you play people, but I don't think you're going to face a very smiling Texas team.
We weren't going to do that anyway. I mean, they're going to be ready to go no matter what. So, but yes, they obviously had two really tough games, and that's this league. That's this league. They'll be ready to go on Sunday.
Defensively, just what's it going to take to slow down an offense powered by Rory that's all season?
Man, she's so good. She's fun to watch. Have you seen her assist to turnover ratio? Like it's like 64-3 or something like that over the, like just really good in how she runs the team. I think we've got to blind her vision. We've got to wear her down, put multiple people on her. And then when she passes it, you've got to do that for the person she passes it to, whether that's Booker or somebody else. And so it's going to take a full team effort from all of us defensively. And the biggest thing that goes along with that is we've got to be one and done as much as possible. We can't give them multiple opportunities to offensive rebound the basketball and get multiple chances to score.
And that being said, is you don't face very many teams that I see shooting 52% from the field for the season and still 46 in league play
Yeah.
for 5 games. That's almost unheard of.
They are very disciplined in the shots that they take, which is speaks to Coach Schaefer and his team. Like they know where they're getting their shots from, they know who they're getting their shots from, and they don't really have a lot of surprise shots. All right, they know exactly where they want to get their shots from, and they take good shots. They don't force shots, and so that has a lot to do with the percentage that they shoot.
For either one of you, you're kind of in this roller coaster the last few games. You play great against Florida, not Georgia, and Vanderbilt. So how do you get a little bit more? Because I know you ladies have talked about it, even Joni, about consistency. How do you get more consistency?
I honestly think we took this week to focus on that and just kind of focus on ourselves and really have a conversation about what we want and what it needs to look like. So honestly, just make it everyone just taking another step to be better in all aspects, and I think that will show that growth of consistency over time.
And with that in mind, then where did you feel each of you got better this week? Am I right? You said everybody took one thing. I would need a lot, so for this week, more weeks. So what did maybe you ladies do? Each of you do better now this week?
Yeah, I mean, my team talked about how they need more from me and kind of just being that leader for them, whether it's vocal, whatever they need for me, from me. I've been trying to do that more, and then just doing more. At the end of the day, whether that's getting in the gym, getting extra shots, staying in the weight room, wherever it is, I'm trying to just do more for my team.
I would kind of say the same thing, just doing more, especially helping out my point guard. She's going to be getting pressed all game for the rest of the year. So just looking at myself in the mirror and just kind of how I've started this SEC season and kind of just reflecting and just how I can be better for my team, like she said, as a vocal leader on the court, all the things that my teammates need.
Janae, you've known about this rivalry, but for now, just what have you learned about it since you've been on campus?
Yeah, I mean it's a big rivalry. We're both two big schools in Texas, so I understand the big rivalry type of game. But again, we talk about like not making the game bigger than what it is, and we just go in there and we play our game. And I think that's the biggest thing for us is just going in there with confidence, knowing that they are a great team, but just going in there and playing our game is the best thing for us.
I guess you probably didn't have a rivalry at St. Peter's or whatever.
Sacred Heart, we had Fairfield. Fairfield was
So
our
that was a rivalry game?
Yeah, I mean it was a rivalry game, and every time we did play a rivalry game, it was one we got up for. But you just never make the game bigger than what it is.
Yeah, I was gonna say, so what did you learn about that? Is that maybe times you made it too big? Is that the case, or what about that?
I mean, a lot of times when people think of it being like a big game, you get jitters, you get nervous, and you start to play outside of your game. So just kind of just taking it one game at a time, one moment at a time, one quarter at a time, and just kind of just breathing throughout the whole game. I think that's what I've learned from it, and just kind of just taking it one step at a time.
So what about then playing the number 2 ranked team in the country? Now, they played Oklahoma and they were like 12, they were 8th or whatever. So just playing a ranked team already, does that help? Or what about playing the number ranked two team in the nation?
I think at the end of the day, basketball is basketball. Anybody can win any given day, especially in the SEC. Every team is good. Auburn beat Alabama last night, so we're not really looking at them. Obviously, we know that they were good, but also we're good. So we're going to go in and play them like we're going to play any other team, understanding that basketball is basketball at the end of the day for us.
We've done a lot of, I know Joni said you're gonna focus on you guys this week, but have you looked much at scouting and looking at Texas a little bit? And your cases, I mean, when you look at what's her name? Harmon. What Harmon can do, what about that matchup? You look at her assist ratio, pretty dang good.
Yeah, I mean, she's a great player. She's very experienced in the SEC. But again, like Janae said, like any team we all play basketball. We can all lace up our shoes. So it's just about, going out there and just playing my game and knowing that I deserve to be here and just kind of just going out with that.